All right, we've got Instagram starting. We are here together in this moment in time, enjoying this current activity. Hopefully you had a good day. Big Daddy Love. That's funny. How are you, sir? Good to see you. It's been a while. We are on Instagram right now. We're also on, I think we're on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and I'm missing one. Did I say Facebook? Good. When's your next show? You on tonight? I think there's a delay, like a huge delay. So don't take it personal. I think there's it might be 40-second delay between what I'm saying and what you're seeing. Okay, so we got live. And let's get the chat going here. Okay. And let's get X Pro going. That's beautiful. Okay, what do we got? Can I move this over here? Oh, yes. Much better. Much better. Okay. And hit this. There we go. We're together. Doing crazy stuff. Tuesday. So do you take Mondays off? Weekly, 12 p.m. Eastern. So, you're like... Mac! Hello, thank you for being here. Mac Fu. I think that's correct. We are just reeling from yesterday. I could not believe the battle between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. And Josh Allen was very upset. You could tell he was losing it. It wasn't a good day for him at all. There's a person I haven't seen for a while. Bernie Sanders. That guy lives forever. All right, here we go. I like this one. Wrong is wrong, even if everyone is doing it. Right is right, even if no one is doing it. Isn't that the world? Never. Huh. Do you ever get sick of doing the show? Like sometimes I find that the days when I don't want to do it are the days that it works out the best. It's almost like there's divine support. And all the pieces align and everybody I need is there. It's wonderful. Now, if you wanted, I could send you a link. And I don't know if you're ready, but we could come up and talk for a bit. Let me see if I can find it here. All right, I got it. Copied it. Now, let's see here. Cannot post messages to some channels. Okay, yeah, I get that. I'm not too sure how to send this to you. I don't think it'll print it here. Okay. Oh, I think I just saw it right there. Okay. I believe I just sent you the link. If you want to go. And then it's very much like Zoom. And I'll see you in the room here. And we can talk about music if you want. That'd be fun. We should do that like once a week. I used to have someone I used to do music shows with all the time, but the cheese kind of went off the cracker, I think. You ever had really pasty mouth? I tried to brush my teeth, and now all I taste is toothpaste. All right. Let's see here. So I sent it to you in some form or manner. I don't know. Did you get it? Oh, if you could tell me if you got it or not. All right. Let's go back to Pro. Let's go back here. I like this one a lot. So what is something that you're currently holding on to that you don't need to hold on to, that is causing you a great deal of pain in this moment in time? What would that be? And what could you do to make it better? All right, so if I go like this, what happens? Oh, that's not bad either. So anything that you can think of, what is going on in your world that you need to let go, especially in 2024? What is stressing you out? What is the big, oh, wow, how can I let this go? You know, the past is just where we've been. Doesn't mean much at all. I love that we've finally found a way to use Instagram on this restream. Now it would be wonderful if the comments came up here. We're not there yet, but this isn't bad. It's a little more work, but I find that I meet people in my real life on the Instagram feed more than I do on the other feeds. And Twitter, I know a lot of people from MySpace, which is wonderful. Let's see here. Let's go back to Pro. Click this. All right. Be such a beautiful soul that people crave your vibes. Yes. I like that. Be such a beautiful soul that people crave your vibes. Do what makes you happy. I also believe chase what brings you the most excitement. All right, let's see if we can get this to shimmy over here. I think it's got to go right there. All right. I don't know this person, actually. This is someone new to my world. All right. I know this person very, very well. Pretty amazing, actually. Oh, I haven't seen this person in a while either. Layla Hawk, yes, I know you. Who else here? Oh my God, look at all the posts of this person. That's crazy. And is this all today? I think it is. Happy Monday. Good morning, Monday. Oh, here's one of my favorite people to follow right here. We don't connect enough. She's deep in the tech world. What's this say here? Tech, education, business, AI, 5G. Nobody talks about 5G anymore. What happened there? I think that's Tank Dell right there. Yeah. God, he was good this year. Puka Nakua right there. Look at the activity right now on the NFL. It's just grooving. For those who don't know, I also have Shout MGB. All right, let's go back here, see what's going on. And maybe we can put this here. That's not bad. That's not bad at all, actually. I like that. As long as I have it in the center there. Okay, let's have a quick look here. These guys are live as well. I'm going to put a like and check them out. I always love to see other football broadcasters. It gives me ideas. It's wonderful. You can never learn enough, especially about football. Football's crazy. Look at this. That's crazy. 31.8 million viewers. ESPN's most watched NFL game ever. Really? That's shocking. That is shocking. I think the Ravens are going to take it all. I'd be incredibly shocked if they didn't. I don't know what this is all about. I love this picture. See if we can get it to go big. This is a picture I took one morning really early, and that alley was actually a little bit scary, and T was hearing somebody on the other side of the door, and then I used a photo program on it, and then it became this piece of art, which I love. This is more like jazz, what we're hearing right now. That's very nice. All right. If anybody has a dog, what's your dog's name? What kind of dog is it? And if you were to have a level of joy meter, how much joy do they bring to your life? Between 1 and 10. I would say Tia most days is a 7-8. She also drives me right around the bend. She can be incredibly demanding, but I like that. If you're new to broadcasting, okay, here we go, and you're thinking of getting a camera, the one we're using right now is this. And you should be able to get this pretty cheap now, if it's available. Nexico make pretty good cameras. This one was good. I've tried a lot of cheaper cameras. This one was about $80. I have another one that's like a no-name one. Maybe I can give you an example of it. Let's see here what we got. Let's click this. Extra camera. Okay. There it is there. This one was only $30. And I notice, or dollars if you like that better. I notice it's pretty good in day lighting. It is sensitive to light. I've never tried the microphone on it. Flip it a bit here. And you can see what we're working from here. There you go. Got 2 screens. That's still not enough when you're doing Instagram. But yeah. Oh, there it is. It just popped up on the... So yeah, I guess that's about a minute behind. All right. Let's have another look. Let's hit here. All right. Click that. Brock Purdy did not have a good outing, by the way. He did not like the rain. He was having a hell of a time. Here's a good book. We always try to promote books too. Here you go here. This is a book it's light, and you can just pick up anywhere in it. I can remember one night in the middle of a depression, feeling suicidal and looking up at the cloudless sky of infinite stars. I felt a mental pain so deep it was physical, but seeing the sky, our small glimpse of the universe, flooded me with hope that I would one day be able to appreciate such sight again. Beauty is in any moment that makes us gasp with the hope and wonder of life, and a world is full of such moments. They shine in the dark, and they are ours for the taking. Dwell on the beauty of life, wrote Marcus in these meditations. Interesting. And, every once in a while you need a little pick-me-up, right? I also want to thank a dear friend. He doesn't like to be mentioned, but I'm going to anyways. Here we go. Walton Teddy, he sent me a beautiful Christmas card. I appreciate you. We should, because I'm rambling here, we should do some of the mentions. It's really nice. Alicia, I've been following. I bet I've been following Alicia for 10 years. Easily. Channeled Messages, didn't know she did that. Soul Messages, author. Quotes and affirmations. All right, let's see what else we got here. I think that's going to her site. Ah, okay. Oh, that's Save Flowers too. That's Save Flowers right there. What else we got here? I don't know this person. That's impressive. They got 37,000 followers. I've never interacted with this individual before. I must be part of the list. Oh, this is nice. I like this. This one's nice. Yeah, what kind of AI dogs will they have in 5 to 10 years? They'll probably be unbelievable. People with ADHD have incredible ideas, but it often takes them a little while to execute, as they usually do it in totally different ways, unorthodox ways. Just give them time, space, and have faith in us. The outcome will become spectacular. That's nice. I like that. See you jump up there. This one is cool. I've seen this one before. Success is like a big iceberg. Sacrifice, staying healthy, good habits, and I would say good eating habits too, right? Focus, growth, disappointment, perseverance, and then on the other side of success is rejection, sleepless nights, tears, meeting targets, determination, expenses, time management, and daily goals. And I think this is supposed to represent all the hard work and the groundwork that it takes to become successful. And it's not easy. And it takes a lifetime for some people to, meet that, what seems like an overnight success. It might take them 20 years, right? It's crazy. Okay. Let's go back here. Oh, thank you. This is beautiful. Well, thank you. I like beautiful. I don't know if anybody else thinks that, but I find for every person who thinks something is beautiful, another person thinks it's crazy, right? The key to it is finding, I guess, your audience, right? I know we've rattled through 20 minutes already, though. That I have figured out. We are currently on Restream. All right, let's see here. And we can quickly look at this as well. Yesterday was a little sad for me, I have to be honest. I felt really bad for Josh Allen. Um, he has been trying forever to get his life together in the sense of being able to get into the Super Bowl. And that has been a goal that he has had forever. And to see it go. Perspectives. Yes. Many perspectives. What brings you, a sense of peace? What are you currently grateful for? I ask myself that every day. And I ask my audience that. Or if I have a group of people, I always ask them and they laugh. But I think it's important to be aware of the ever-growing clarity and perspectives that we have in our lives. And it helps us figure out where we are and where we're going. And sometimes we don't know where we're going. And then I guess we have to be okay with that too. That in itself can be really hard. I love this one too. I find certain writings, though, are very difficult to process for me. And I don't know why that is. It just, the processing part of it can be tough. All right, let's click this. And we got Instagram there. We got Pro. Let's click this. All right. And in science, we call it energy. In religion, we call it spirit. In the streets, we call it vibes. All I'm saying is trust it. I think it's hard to trust, period, right? Let's do it one more time. In science, we call it energy. In religion, we call it spirit. In the streets, we call it vibes. All I'm saying is trust it. Be such a beautiful soul that people crave your vibes. We said that earlier. Oh, I love this picture. This is a wonderful person right here, too. Highly recommend following her. Very kind. It's a good piece of art right there. Every successful business professional I know is constantly learning, reading, growing in their field. If you don't have money, invest your time and energy until you do. You must expect great things of yourself before you can do them. Ooh, I like that. Michael Jordan, yeah. Well, he started pretty humbly, right? Click this, hit this. There we go. Okay. Get rid of one of them here. And we still have volume. I can see it bobbing, which is good. The other day I had it on and I lost the I lost the broadcast. The day, oh, here we go. The day, this life, my coffee, each step, the guidance, gratitude for it all. Interesting. That's nice. You should come on the show sometime. I can give you an invite. Would you be open to that? You don't have to be on camera. You could be. We could probably have a very cool spiritual chat. Tell me if you're open to that in the future. I will send you an invite. I've had times when I've done long broadcasts where I'll have spontaneously people just come up that I know and want to speak there. But it's usually when they're angry. You know, someone said something and enraged them and now they want to come up. And I'm always like, that's not really what I'm looking for. Sounds lovely. And you're on X right now, right? Let me see. I'm going to see what I can do here. All right. I think I still have this. Copy. Is it right there? Yeah, it only shows on Twitch, and it only shows on YouTube, which is interesting. Okay, let me see what I can do. I'm gonna go here, and Twitter. Interesting, I wonder. Notifications. That's so funny because I don't see them. Huh. Go here. All right. Okay, let's see if I can find that. I like this music. Yeah, it's not letting me do it here. Sure sounds lovely. That's funny. Lovely it is. Lovely it can be. Absolutely. Undoubtedly. I like that. All right, let me see what I can do here. Got my pen. If I had my phone, it'd be easier. All right. This way I won't forget. Okay, perfect. I got it there. Rolling off the table. There we go. There it is. All right, perfect. And we got it right here. There. Okay, you've got it. You've got it. Perfect. It's saying you won. So in the future, if you're here and you want to come up, you can come up. You can come up now if you want. I'm open. Some people need time. They need to get camera ready to get this beautiful, right? Heavy on the beauty here. I highly doubt I have the beauty going on, but let's look here. Pro. Click that over a bit. What is this one? Great quotes on Twitter. There you go. Got the big heart there. There is a very unique individual. No doubt about it. Catherine. Thank you, Catherine, for being here. We appreciate you on Instagram. All right, let's see. Can I shove this over without causing chaos? Got a little bit of chaos going on here. Oh, got it here. That works. That works. It's not the smoothest thing I've ever seen, but definitely works. Okay. I think I'm onto something here. What? Is she on right now? That's kind of early, isn't it, for her? Huh. A dear friend of mine is on right now. I might go visit her. You know that? We are at 30 minutes anyways, so this might work out perfectly. But Lisa Ann, I have sent you an invite. If you would like to come up, tell me, and I'll wait for you. If you'd like to do it another time, That would be great too. There's no pressure with me whatsoever, either way. I'm open. I'm also on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. I'd love to see X. I can't tell you how excited I got the first time I saw X. I was like, "Oh, this is a dream come true," because we never were able to have chats in it. It was impossible. In fact, it was annoying. Okay, so we got this here. I like this one. Got slap bass going. I've always loved this picture. Isn't that beautiful? That always soothes me. Okay, let's see what she says. Got it. Should click it now. Okay. Good, she's trying. You have to set up your camera and everything. So you'll have to set your camera and your microphone. I think it's a little different on your phone. I notice most people, though, they do it from their phone. That's the way to go. If it doesn't work today, don't get stressed. We'll try it another day, but hopefully you can get in. Model. I like this. May your week be filled with good thoughts, kind people, happy moments, and unexpected blessings. Yes, I would agree. There we go. I see you. You were here with me. All right, there you are.
I hear nothing. What is happening?
I don't know. I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can't hear me?
I don't know how this works. I don't hear a thing.
That's so strange.
Let me go back on Twitter. I just didn't want you to have feedback.
Okay.
There you are.
Okay. All right, there you are.
I hear nothing. What is happening?
I don't know. I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, let me get off my mic and just plug into my laptop.
Can't hear me?
I don't know how this works. I don't hear a thing.
Okay, I'm going to kill the music. There we go. I hear you perfectly. I see you. I can see you, but you can't hear me?
I can hear you now. Can you hear me now?
What did you do different so we know in the future?
I unplugged. I don't think I set up my Yeti properly, so I just unplugged it and went into the laptop microphone.
What's a Yeti?
My mic. So it's
Yeah.
How do I show you this?
Yeah.
So it's like my mic, but I've never done Restream, so I don't know if it let it connect to the mic.
Now you know in the future you can hook up multiple platforms up to 5 if you come in. So you could put like Facebook, Twitch. I don't know. Twitter.
No, I had no idea. I had no idea.
Yeah. So
this is all new.
So you are currently on at this moment YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Instagram, Twitter.
Oh, so no pressure.
No pressure. Zero pressure. And you can tell how nervous I get. I'm really nervous.
No.
I could go for a nap, you know.
That's amazing. Well, nice to meet you.
I think I've heard you on a Twitter Spaces before.
I think that's how I connected with you. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think of this photo? Isn't that something?
Oh, that's beautiful.
That's wild.
The crescent moon. That's interesting.
So, of the people we follow together, do you know, like, Danica, who are some of the rooms that you go into?
I don't even go into rooms. I don't even remember how I got connected with you in the first place. I know you had a space and you were part of a space that I happened to go into.
So it was a random event.
Random, but that's how it is with me. It's like aligned and I just show up in a space and I'm like, oh.
Oh, okay. I like that. Okay, so help me through this.
Yeah.
What is it about your personality? Like, are you shy in some ways? Would you say
Oh
you're shy?
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, it's funny because I'm an actor, but so people think I'm not shy, but I am shy, and that's why I'm an actor to heal, to heal the shyness.
Really?
Yeah. Who do we follow together?
So here's the thing. There are a lot
Mm,
of individuals out there,
okay,
and if you can link with 2% of the population that love you, you would be rich beyond your wildest dreams. Think about that,
that's beautiful.
right? 2%. And the other 98% can be like, I don't like that person. I don't care. I care. But if you can keep the 2% happy, and the truth is, someone like yourself, probably 80% would like you, 20% would envy you, and I don't know.
I don't know.
I have the kind of personality I can be arrogant at times, and
Mm,
I've been working on it. I'm 60,
mm,
and if someone is a bit of a bully, I can be a bully back, and I don't. That's not my kindest side. But when I sense someone who is very sweet, I will try my best to be on my best behavior. But if someone is just poking the bear, like I don't get trolls very often. Let's put it that way.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Where with you, you have a light, and I don't know if you know this, but um, you're intuitive as well,
Yeah.
and
Hmm.
I can. My guides are kind of telling me that you're very intuitive, and that this is not random. This was supposed to happen, and I'm like, okay. Where when I was younger, I was like, I would never share that. People are going to think the cheese is falling off the cracker. I'm absolutely out of my mind.
The cheese is falling off the cracker.
Yeah, you know, it's not good.
I love that. Oh,
He's lost his way.
no.
Madness is setting in. Yes.
No, it makes sense to me. I mean, I trust when it's funny because it's like I'm not in my human doubting. I just go with it. I'll take the step and see where it leads. And that always leads to a beautiful experience. Whether it's in the micro or the macro doesn't matter. It's just always, it aligns somehow. And I
Yeah.
do trust it.
I'm not a religious person.
Me
I'm
neither.
I'm a spiritual person.
Hmm.
I don't even know if I'm a spiritual person. I think I'm a grumpy old shit, but that's the I there is a very sensitive, beautiful guy that lives in there, but there's about 20% left to him.
Okay. Well, I think
Like
being in awareness means a lot.
no, but when I was younger, I would play really sad records over and over again. Bring myself into a frenzy.
Mm.
I was truly a drama queen. Where now I would slap the crap out of that person and tell them to wake up. That life's not easy. So I don't know. So, as you've been on the planet longer, I also don't take myself too seriously anymore. Where oh my god, if someone said something,
Hmm.
where now they say something and I go, yeah, I agree. I'm an idiot. I can be an idiot.
Really?
Yeah.
No.
Well, there's probably nothing someone could say to me that
Uh-huh.
I haven't said to myself,
Yeah. Hmm.
right?
Hmm.
So when you're doubting yourself, how do you get through that?
Well, I have to, if I'm in a space of doubt, that means I'm not grounded. That means I'm not in my center. And that can happen multiple times a day where I have to remind myself to get back to me. And if I'm in a space of doubt, if I'm there too long, I start looking outside of myself for answers. And then I know I have to definitely do something to ground. So either I need to work out, I need to meditate, I need to do something to just get back to my center because where love lives, doubt has no room.
Ooh, ooh, that's nice. Felt that one. That was a good
Thanks.
one. That was a good
Thanks.
one.
You
Is
gave
that
it to me.
original or is that one you popped from the sky?
The sky just gave it to me, and I said, okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. They'll think I'm brilliant. Thank you.
Exactly. My inner's like, yay!
Thank you. Well done. You got any more? No?
That's my whole life
Yeah.
right there. Yeah.
So when you get messages,
Mhm.
is it through feelings or do you
Yes.
actually get a voice or
Yes. All my clairs, all of them. Yeah. Mostly the predominants are seeing, hearing, and feeling are the three dominant ones. But then there's also the knowing. Um,
mm-hmm.
And then smell and taste are the least because I enjoy them the least, but they do come up. Yeah.
I don't get smell.
I love to challenge that because I find that people do get smell, they're just not aware. So like if you've ever said, well, maybe not. I mean, if you've ever said, "Oh, that leaves a bad taste in my mouth,"
Yeah.
then that kind of that's a clear sense going, yeah, that tastes bitter to you. It tastes salty to you. It's just, that's the way it works. It's not like
For me, it's more like they knock on the door of my consciousness. So like the other day I was on a Twitter Spaces, and they kept saying to me, "Tell this person this," and I was kind of in my head going, "Fuck off, you tell them." And like literally in my head going, "I do not want to be freak boy. Just leave me alone." And I was okay for a couple minutes, and then again, same
yeah.
question, and I was like, "So what do? I tell them, and they're like, 'That's exactly where I am. How'd you do that?' I said, 'I didn't do that.'
Yeah.
Well, what is that? Think of me as a long cord to a speaker.
I
That's
love
it."
that. Oh my God. So I tell people your intuition is like you're a radio. You just got to like shift the antenna so you can hear the station.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I love that you said that you're a speaker with the long
That's all
cord.
I am.
Oh, so
I'm
cool.
I'm an apparatus. That's it. I'm just,
Uh-huh.
hey, oh, that idiot over there. Well, use him right there. Keep bugging him. He'll give in. Go ahead.
Keep bugging him.
Keep bugging him.
And
Keep
you get to say no, though. You get to say no.
No, I don't, because I always feel like there's a cost,
Mm-hmm.
and I've done enough bad shit in my life that it's kind of like, oh, if I have to pay the karma train back. I remember one day I woke up and I went, you know what? I feel like I've paid my debt. I felt like let's say I was at the casino, I owed them 100 grand, and they went, nope, debt's paid in full. Except it was more like the karmic debt,
Yeah.
because I was just a little deviant when I was younger.
So then you
Horrible.
became the teacher.
Oh, I'm nothing. I'm less than
No.
zero. Oh my god.
Negative. I do not believe that.
I'm less than
No.
zero.
No.
Hi,
No.
Warrior Grandma. Thank you for joining us. Warrior Grandma's with us, but
Hello.
yes.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
it's insanely humbling to be part of that spectrum, I guess, because you start to realize how very little you are. And the more you know nothing. Like I feel some days where I'm so linked in and I'm overjoyed and it's like I'm higher than a kite on weed or something, and I can't. Well, here's what happened to me. I got to a point where I used to smoke weed when I was younger. Not a lot, but I would smoke it occasionally. I'd have a few beers and some weeds. And then I started awakening, and I was starting to feel everything and everybody.
Mm.
And I was like, this sucks. I do not need this heightened. No, no, no. No more weed. And I stopped weed all. And then I was like living in a state for quite a few years of where I felt like I was on weed.
Mm-hmm.
And now I'm in kind of a safe blanket. It's weird. It's very weird. I spend a
Why?
lot of years.
Because
What's
it's
that?
safe or because it feels like a blanket? Which is
Because
the
I've
weird.
never felt safe or connected like
That's
this.
big.
I was always kind of fake it till you make it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm less likely now to share anything unless I know someone has the gift.
Yeah.
And I saw in your picture there, okay, this person's somewhere along the journey.
Mm-hmm.
I saw your picture and I went, okay, they're trying. I don't know how I don't know how far along they are, but they're trying. And to me, if someone had reached out, I think one of the hardest things that I ever went through was this lady, and this is about 14 years ago. And she was like, Michael, she said, your like spectrum of light is so insane. She said, but you say horrible things to yourself. And the universe doesn't know any different. They think you want more of that, so please stop. And I was like, oh my God, it was like she pierced into my soul. Have you ever had anybody that you've met, and you're like, wow, you're seeing too much?
I wouldn't say it that way, but yes, I feel, in my perspective, That if they're seeing, it's because my soul's allowing them to see, because my soul is needing of that guidance. And so
Mm,
then I welcome it. But I'm also aware, like using my discernment, that just because their soul is showing me, let's say in turn, doesn't mean that I have to share.
right.
I can gauge like, okay, this is a safe space or this is not a safe space for them. It doesn't, just because we know doesn't mean we always have to express what we know. We can just hold the space and witness them, and maybe that's all they need. And so it just depends. But for me, I'm pretty open. Like if someone sees me, like see me, great, tell me. I'm here for it. Yeah.
Your brain fires fast.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Tuning into you, and I'm like, holy shit,
Yeah.
this is quite the roller coaster.
You're welcome to be here. It's so good. Yeah, your aura is like super light. I don't always see that when I'm just
Yeah.
engaging, but like you light up. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Well, we're doing this with each other, right? So
Hmm.
you're doing the energy, and I'm doing the energy, and it's kind of like a circle, and it heightens. And then every once in a while, you say something, and my soul recognizes that, and then I
Hmm.
go, "That's truth."
Hmm.
Yeah. You don't have the soul of a young person, though. No. You've been here a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have any strange fears, like fire or anything like that?
I did. I had to work through that. Yeah. So I died. I'm a fifth generation shaman now. And I was one in another life, and my whole tribe was burned. And I didn't know that until I had to go through like this dance of letting go of fear's hand. So I had a
Mm-hmm.
recurring nightmare of my house burning and I couldn't save my family, and it was connected to that. But what happens is I'm getting chills, all the traumas from other
Mm-hmm.
lives that I have to work through, I'll start seeing them. Like, oh, that's what I had to learn. Okay, that's what I had to learn. And it's been a journey. I mean, processing, even now I could feel it in my heart, like, oh,
Yeah. Can I tell you
processing
what the
it.
guides are telling me?
You can tell me anything, sure.
Okay. They're saying if you slow down,
Mm.
they'll be able to eat the meal properly. If you don't slow down, they're going to choke.
Mm.
You have all this wonderful information, but you need to slow down. And when you think it's too slow, go slower.
Thank you.
No, I'm just, again, long
That's
speak.
helpful. Yeah.
That's what they were telling me is that it'll be more effective for you to
Mm.
communicate because the average person is not firing that fast. So for them, if anything, I think sometimes maybe people misunderstand you
Mm.
because of that energy because it's so intense.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense to me. I can't sit with anyone, with just anyone, and I can't, like, I have to be mindful. Like, I'm not in awareness of who is watching, which is actually good for me on one level. So
Oh,
I'm
it's
not
beautiful
like,
because right now it's just us,
yeah,
right?
okay, good.
Right now
Yeah.
it's just us.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when I speak with people and I get in the state, they totally forget where they are. And I've had other people go, "You need to take it down." And I go, "Why?" And he goes, "I fucking forgot where I was."
Hmm.
I'm like, "Why?" I don't want my work seeing that. I don't want anybody seeing that. And they're like, "Okay, we'll take it down." And I said, "Can I use snippets?" And then we use snippets. And they go, "Okay, you can play that, but you can't play this."
Mm.
And I'll even sometimes when people get deep in stuff, I'll go, "You really don't want to share that." You
Really?
really, yeah, because sometimes stuff is too personal, and the internet is forever.
Yeah.
Like what you're sharing here is healing,
Mm.
and it's nice. And there are a lot of people that are wired your way
Hmm.
that need to slow down.
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
and
why did you ask me about the fire? Tell me.
I just felt that you used to
Yeah.
be fearing of fire and floods and all kinds
Hmm.
of crazy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But only if someone who's been here before. See,
Yeah.
I had well, I still have my granddaughter, but when she was little, I always felt like I'd been here 300 times and she'd been here 500. And she always looked at me like, "You don't
Mm.
have a clue of the power I have, do you?"
Mm. I love
And
that.
every once in a while, she would say something insanely profound and words that a young child should not say, should not have any comprehension. I'm talking like 2 years old. And I would be freaked out for the rest of the day. But just being around her when she was little was grounding for me. Hi, Brian. Nice to see you there, buddy. We should do a football show later if you're open. I also do football too. I'm a spiritual guide, does football occasionally.
I love that.
Yeah,
That's
I have
perfect.
many. I have many hats. I have many hats, but I feel like my soul recognizes your soul. Yeah, yeah. Like there's a real kind of trust, ease. I'll call it ease.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'll do this here. This will make him feel good. There you go. There you go.
Hi,
You're
Brian.
Brown. We love you. That's too much. Okay. Right now he's just like he's pushing my buttons. He's pushing my buttons. The thing with life, and people don't realize this, is it's supposed to be a series of lessons, and it's not supposed to be this comfort zone of pampering 24/7. We're supposed to go through these challenges to ascend our soul. Now, I know I can ask you this, and I know I'll probably get an answer that I like or won't like, but that's okay. I'm okay. Do you believe that we are awakening and that we're processing light codes right now?
The two of us or the collective?
Whatever you want, you jump on. I don't care. I'm happy with an answer.
I think that there are those of us that are aware that we are in a state of awakening, and that there are those of us who are either not in awareness or do not want to be in awareness. I think when any of us, two or more of us, are engaged in this sacred ceremony, this is what this is. It's just like a nice way of saying we're just vibing, right? Then, yeah, of course, we're processing our light codes, the codes that we channel through for each other and for everyone who's going to listen. So yeah, but you can call it light codes, you can call it vibe, just like you mentioned earlier. You can just call it energy. You can just call it unconditional love.
Yeah.
Whatever words resonate.
Nikolai Tesla called it frequency, vibration, and pulse, right?
Hmm.
Those three. He said those were the pathways. And 369 was the magical code. You know, that was the other one, 369.
Hmm.
You felt that. You felt the 369. That's weird. Okay. The I want to gently say this. So and this is more for the audience than you. Um it's okay to be numb, and it's okay to drink too much and smoke too much, and but that's a way of slowing the lessons down, unless the lessons are you don't need decadence anymore, and maybe you need to get really sick to figure out. And we live in a world right now, and I saw the statistic, and it's awful. There are more lonely people now, even though we have this connective tool, than we've ever had. People are insanely lonely. Why do you
Hmm.
think that is?
We're so disconnected from ourselves. How can we ever connect to another person? Again, it's about like you can't if you're plugging in to disconnect. So let's say you're using social media as a tool the way we in the past maybe have used alcohol as a tool to numb, or any type of, whatever to numb, whatever you use, TV, video games, you name it.
Mm-hmm.
You're not allowing yourself a space to connect. You're in a different space altogether. You're not here in the now. You're somewhere else because that feels easier, feels better. The lubricant, like alcohol. Let's talk about alcohol. Like I have so much compassion for people that struggle with addiction. I didn't always, and I do now because
Why
I
is that?
understand it.
Why is that?
Which one? Why now I have it or why I didn't have it?
Um, why you have compassion now?
Oh, because I can see the full spectrum of the story. I
Okay.
didn't before. I think I only saw my experience of other addictions around me, right?
Okay.
And now
So
I
for
get it.
those who don't understand us, and a lot of my audience won't understand us, to be honest, that's okay. When you say spectrum,
Yeah.
what does spectrum mean to you in
Okay.
the context that you're using? And that in itself might be too much, what I just
Okay.
said. Okay, just um, layman's. I was going to use another term, and I did. Yeah, I'm just going to shut up because nothing nice is going to come out. I'm just going to be good. So yeah,
You know how
answer.
on your iPhone camera or a phone camera, you have there's a setting where you can take landscape mode and you can just get the full view of the landscape and not just a square in front of you.
Uh-huh.
So, and then you can do that 360 and you can get a really cool view that you
Oh,
wouldn't normally
panorama.
get.
Yeah.
Panorama, that one.
Yeah, that's the word.
So my perspective is panoramic, whereas before I was only in that little square view. I could only see what was directly in front of me.
Has it been more painful for you since you've been able to see? Now that you're stepping out of the matrix?
I think you go through waves of the pain and the peace, right? It's a constant. It's a constant of the more aware you are, the more you're gonna feel it, and then the more you get to untangle from it. And it's just like a process every day, because you could jump back in whenever you want. You can
Mm-hmm.
say, I don't want to know. I don't want to do this. I just want to be in my little world in Super Mario Brothers playing with the levels. And then you could be like, but I made the
Right.
game.
Yeah.
Like it's just like
I
whatever, it
love
depends.
I love that you use that analogy because I use it all the time. And
Oh
it's
yeah?
slightly different. I always say I wish the world, the people in it, would look at life as a video game. Because when we play video games, we're usually alone and we'll try a level thousands of times till we master it. And we're not judging ourselves because we failed. We might get upset, but as soon as it's done, we try again. But as soon as another human can see our failures, we sometimes find it too painful and have to step away and give up the dream. And you look at anybody who's accomplished anything in life, it has been a wicked, horrible journey going up the mountain.
Once you get to the top of that mountain, you just realize you're at the base of another mountain. And it's like becoming aware of that.
Mm-hmm.
There's no one peak. It's like you're consistently, if you want it to be.
Mm-hmm.
Like you can stay stagnant, that's fine. But the drive, the will, to the momentum, that thing that pulls you forward is going to pull you up to the next thing. Like I think we do that until we die, to be honest. Like, that was my phone. I think we do that till we call it a wrap, you know.
That sounded like an original phone back in the day.
I like the original back in the day phone.
You know that
Landline.
that had the little two bells in it and had little metal things that
We had one. I love those
and they
things.
had
Yeah.
it stuck on the wall and you never lost it because it was always there.
It's always there. You knew where to go. You
You knew
couldn't
where
go
to
too
go. It had the
far.
long and you were really living if you had the long cord.
Yeah. That
You
was
know?
like an upgrade
Oh
because you
wow.
could move
You could sit on the kitchen table.
instead of standing by the
Standing
wall.
there for
Right?
days, leaning.
Yeah.
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 I
I like the old phone.
do you? Is that the old soul, you think?
I think so. I mean, I can appreciate the newness of things,
Mm-hmm.
right? But I like feeling grounded here now and
You use
sort of
grounded a lot.
yeah, it's a
Yeah.
necessity for me.
Is
I
it
need
really?
to. Yeah, because if I'm too much in here, I can't be
Okay.
in my head the whole time.
So what was the first step when you kind of because when I hit 40, I'm 60 now. When I hit 40, I was like something's got to change. I've got to find a different realm. I knew I was in something, a matrix, a box, a funk, something, and I
Mhm.
knew I had to change some things because I didn't feel like I was fully expressing my soul signature, who I am. I don't even think I knew that terminology then. That was so far beyond what I was thinking 20 years ago. But I just knew I wasn't getting closer to who I was or
Yeah.
wanted to be. Maybe wanted to be. I don't know. What was your catalyst? Mine was probably around 38 to 40. Something had to change.
That's funny, interesting. For me, it started, there were waves. The first wave
Mm-hmm.
was 29 to early 30s, and
Yeah.
then 38 to early 40s. That's when the second huge, and that one was like, I reached a level of Super Mario Brothers that it was invisible. Like, I didn't even know it was there. And so, like, yeah, there were two big waves where my life changed 180. And I do feel like it's full circle, but again, it's at the invisible level of Mario. Like I'm like, oh, what is happening? You know, because I rejected a lot of it. Like I had a whole other career in my late 20s. I was very linear in my thought. You work, you retire, then you die. Like that was like very structured, and then but that didn't ever sit with me. It was always like this push pull, and then I changed my life, and then I changed it again. So like I'm in the second wave of change, I think.
So where are you now in your growth?
I accept my gifts in the fullness of what they are without, I'm going to correct myself because that won't be fully true. And I'm still working through the fear of letting myself be seen and the potential rejection associated with that.
You're doing well right now.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I received
Yeah,
that.
maybe because the foundation I have within me is rock solid.
Hmm.
So maybe it makes like I don't care. I don't care if 7 billion people see me and think I'm a moron. It
Yeah.
it or my pursuit is always to get that 2% that really want to help. Because I remember for a long time, and I don't know if you felt like this. I was the only freak on the universe. Like this was it. Why
Yeah.
am I wired this way? And then suddenly I was like, no, I'm not. I guess I'm not the only one. Well, this is good.
Yeah.
Like, did you have that where you kind of went, okay, I'm not on the island alone?
Well, yeah. I mean, I think, and then the minute it was like not just that, I couldn't just say I'm not on the island alone. I had to say that and then be willing to see that I wasn't alone. Like, welcome the experience of support. I had to say, yes, Soul Tribe, come and get me because I need help. Be here. And then they all showed up. And that happened around the time that Clubhouse like took off at the top at the height of the pandemic. That I started meeting people from across the world that helped me understand what
Mm.
was happening to me and why I was like having physical manifestations like chills and all this stuff that like, me 10 years prior would be like, Lisanne, you're going crazy. You need medication. Like,
Hmm.
I would have shut myself down otherwise. And
That's the numbing, right?
yeah, I would have totally asked for like, and I
Yeah.
was always against that, but I think if I didn't have a support system, I wouldn't have understood that exiting the matrix at that level will have like physical effects, like that you would actually like, depending on where you are,
Hmm.
um I had support and I'm thankful for it, and if people weren't vocal, I wouldn't have support. I wouldn't have known.
I'm seeing a couple of my friends from work on Instagram. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you. It's been a long time, buddy, since I've seen you. I hope you're doing well. He's probably going, "What the hell is he doing?" It's like him at work. I used to have deep conversations sometimes. I drive an elevator, believe it or not, that's 100 years old.
The one that you have to,
The crank with
so
the gate,
cool. Yeah,
with the
I
gate,
love
yeah, with the gate, yeah. So I would have conversations like this with the tech executives sometimes, just about life,
it. Hmm.
where they are, what they're feeling, what they're going through. And I find on Instagram, I always find people in my real life here, where on the fantasy world is the rest of the platforms. People I've known, but I don't know them. I've never met you. I
Right.
have never, I've never gave you a hug or said, "Hey, how you doing?" Or we just, but people don't realize that there's some weird connective tissue through energy. Doesn't, and it's not binded by space.
Yeah.
And I think when you were in Clubhouse, you figured that out. You went, "Oh my God, I'm getting chills. I'm doing this."
Hmm.
You were like, "There's more to this energy stuff, maybe."
Yeah. I mean,
So, are you a
my,
teacher? Is that what you do now? Like, what's your gig, if you don't mind it?
my multiple gigs.
Okay, okay,
I'm a film and television actor. I'm a best-selling author, and I'm a
yeah,
spiritual coach. So that's what
okay.
I do, all three.
So you like acting?
I like acting in a way that is in alignment with who I am.
Mm.
So that has shifted a lot for me.
This is a form of theater. I tell people that when you're on the net, it's a form of theater in a way. It
Well,
can
yeah,
be.
I have to pretend that no one is ever going to see this. I am acting.
Well, you've represented yourself in a manner that's very good. So I don't
Thank
think you
you.
have I don't think you have anything to worry about. If anything, you've presented yourself in a way that would help you get a job, not lose one.
Thanks. I mean, I'm very open now. I'm also like with
Why?
you can
Okay.
ask me anything, but
Okay,
I
but
am
why?
afraid a little bit. Like,
But why? Well, why are you open now? Have you figured that out?
yeah. Because if I want to live a life that is deserving of me, I cannot be afraid of how big I am. I can't. If I feel all this love, then I get to emanate that out, and life feels so much
Mm.
more delicious with it. I can't live in the shadows and be hiding myself and tucked in a corner. Like, that doesn't feel good anymore, and I'm not going to do that. And maybe it makes people uncomfortable or challenges their notions of how they should live their life, and then good. Then good, then shake shit up. You know what I mean?
It's funny you say that because someone said something very similar to me, or maybe I'm just formulating it that way. But they said your space is becoming bigger, and I said, "What do you mean?" And they said, "You're going into your influence." And I said, "Oh," and she said, "You will require more energy, and you're building that. I feel that within you, and you're going to be able to touch more lives." And you're reluctant a bit. And I
Uh,
said, "Yeah, I can be." And she said, "That space is already being built. So you have to get ready for it." And I was like,
oof.
okay. So when you talked about yourself, I felt that same frequency or energy when you said it. It was like a knowing,
Yeah.
trusting, knowing, grounding.
Yeah. And that's of course. So of course we're talking now. So
Did
obviously.
Alexa just turn on or something? I
She
heard
did
something.
you and ding 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 when you were talking, so I take that as confirmation. Now,
Yes, yes,
realistically, yes, someone is leaving a package, but the timing is
yes.
meant to be received that way.
Alexa, do you believe in God? Can't hear it.
No.
No,
She can't hear it. It's
no,
all
thank God.
good.
Yeah.
I will say things like that happen a lot. Like, this is like people, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't share this. But I get things like that happen, like wild things that, like,
Hmm.
how do you explain them? And
Have you
it's
ever
cool.
whispered to Alexa? Because one night I was in bed and
She's going off.
and
Sorry.
I didn't want so if you can do this, just go, "Alexa, what time is it?" Just do it, and she'll whisper back to you. Go
No
for it.
way.
Yeah, do it.
Okay. Alexa, what time is it? She
No,
won't do it. She won't
she
do it.
does it for me. She does.
Well, she likes you better.
She whispers. She whispers back. I'm telling you, it creeped the shit out of me so bad. I was like, "What the?" Try
Yeah.
what? Try it one more time. Try it one more
Okay.
time. Okay.
Alexa, what time is it?
No. No. Okay.
No. She won't always respond to me.
No.
No. I'm the only one that talks to her, but she won't always respond to me. But then she'll tell me stuff when I don't ask for it.
Yeah.
So I'm like, what are you doing?
I remember one night I was really bored, so, and I set it up near my computer, and I just randomly asked it music questions and all kinds of crazy stuff, and people were like, "That's so weird," and I got it to whisper.
Oh my gosh,
Yeah, and they
no.
went, "Mine doesn't whisper. Why does yours whisper?" And I went, "I don't know."
Probably because one time I let her tell me a joke and it was so bad. It was
Yeah,
not even a good dad joke. And I go, don't do that again. And then it was done. It was like, no
that
more.
was it. It
Yeah,
knew.
yeah. I rejected her.
Ask her if she's happy.
Hey, Alexa, are you happy? Did you hear that? She said, I'm
Yeah.
very happy. Woohoo. That's true, Brian. What you think of yourself is more important than what others think of you. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Brian is a sensitive soul who's reluctant to be a sensitive soul.
Aw, I feel
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
He is. He's a little different with me at times, which is
Mm.
good. I think he finds it safe. I think this side of me is a little nutty for him.
Really? Why? Because it's
because
just like
I
intense?
because I'm crazy on the show on the football show. It's a totally like it's a different person, but
Mm.
it's a form of theater too, right? And oh, we have God here.
Said, okay. Awesome.
Hi, God. How are you? Were
Thanks for
you
joining.
upset? Were you upset when we asked Alexa if she was God?
God's
That's
trying
a
to link
bold
with us.
that's a bold statement. Um,
Yes.
God, what brings you a sense of peace? I'm curious. Oh, we have the cheeseburger king here. Okay, he's using humor now.
Oh, so you guys play together well. That's what I'm hearing Brian say.
He's wonderful. Yes, he's wonderful. He's very sensitive, and he puts on the mucho macho man.
Like sensitive, like an empath. Like you feel everything and process
He
everything.
wants the link. God wants the link. I don't know. I don't think I can trust with God. God, I don't know you. It might get kind of wild. We don't we don't want that.
I
Maybe when I know
can't.
you better, God, I'm more at peace with you. I'll let you up. That's funny. Do you ever go on Danika's show?
I don't know who Danica is.
No.
Let me see if I follow Danica. Hold
Oh,
on.
you have to.
You know, it's funny. I couldn't find like rooms that felt aligned, and then I just
You would love her.
Danica
You
DAN.
Here, I'll send you the link. I can do that. I'll send you the link to her. But she is such an incredibly kind soul, and you and her would get along fabulously, energy wise. She's a teacher.
Yeah,
I've had her on my show. She tolerates me at times, I think.
she tolerates you.
I think she tolerates me at times. But, well, she's, she's come a long way from
Mm.
when I first met her.
Mm-hmm.
And I met her sister on an app called Haps. And her sister kept saying, my sister and you would get along fabulously. And I was like, and her sister's kind of big energy, can't get a word in edgewise, and she kind of drove me nuts. And I was like, oh, I don't know if I can have a room of two people doing that. I don't know how well I'll handle myself.
Mm.
And then I just randomly met Danica, and I went, oh, I see it. Okay, she's right. We will get along well.
Mm.
But what we're looking at right here, if you look on the bottom, I don't know if you see the scrolling.
I
This
do.
this is just people today that have connected with me on Twitter.
Whoa!
Yeah, yeah.
So that's the bigness that was prophesied onto you.
Uh, this is her
Okay.
right here. There you go. There she is. Boom. That's her little picture. You can see it there. We'll get rid of
Mm-hmm.
that. But
Let me
this
make
is her.
this full
That's
screen.
her site, and
Oh,
she
I
has
love
a
this.
show on right now.
Danica, I do know her.
Yeah.
Yes. Danica. I don't see her a lot in my feed. I guess I don't go on enough. I like, hold on. Danica. There we go. Yeah, we follow each other.
Yeah.
There we go. I see her. Oh
But
yeah, she's so nice. I've heard her. She
yeah,
has a beautiful, like her voice is so soft.
it is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's very authentic and tries, and she did this show with me, and she tried, but I felt like I wasn't necessarily getting her in the show. This is big for a lot of people to do
Mm-hmm.
this. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like, I think a lot of people who are on Twitter Spaces don't want to be seen,
Yeah.
and all my friends that want to be seen don't want to be on Twitter Spaces
Yeah.
because they want to be seen. Like I have
Mm.
a couple of friends that are like, I think they want the women to see them. You know
Right.
what I mean? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's all
Yeah.
about the show. How are they
The
going to know
peacocking, the like
how
how
are they going?
beautiful I am. I have to show
I work
everyone.
on this. Look.
You know, I struggled with being seen and being heard. So, like, when
Mm,
Clubhouse came along, I was so nervous to speak. And
really?
I got to work through that. And I was an actor then. I had already been acting, but I was
Yeah.
nervous to speak as me, not cloaked in a character, just as me. And then from there evolved like being on camera as me. It's been a journey. I mean, just
So when you say journey, is it a painful journey?
hmm. I love the journey. I mean, I'm in it. I'm all for it. There has been pain, yeah. There have been like birthing pains of oneself. Like, how do I describe that to someone who doesn't know what that
That
means?
sounds like a great book. What'd you do?
Right?
That was beautiful.
Oh,
Would you just say birthing pain of what?
of oneself. Yeah.
Woo!
Yeah.
We drop the mic and go, I'm done.
I'm done.
God, match that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it can feel like that,
Birthing pains.
hmm.
Unbelievable. Now, will I find you on this show here? Will you be on there?
Yeah, I can jump onto this. Sure. I
Yeah,
love her. I love her. I think she's wonderful. I love talking about mindfulness. It excites me.
I would love to have you and her, and I think the other one. I think her name's Chantal. I think it's Chantal. Yeah, you three together would be great. I could just ask questions and you giggle and
I do laugh a lot. Like,
yeah. No, but that's spontaneous joy.
yeah, which is great.
Before we go though, I
hmm.
would love to just talk about you were saying about being in the present moment. And then don't jump out right away. I'll see you in the green room
Okay.
and then I can talk to you more in depth than I can talk to you here. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So, present moment, what does that mean to you?
Like right now, I'm fully here with you now.
Mm.
I'm not looking at my phone. I'm just in this chair, in this seat here, in my
Yes.
breath. That's the most basic and the most profound way to be in the moment. Because you're not in your head, you're not in yesterday, you're not in tomorrow. We're just the two of us are present. That to me is like
Mm-hmm.
that's sacred.
Yes. Now, if I watch this, I would say to myself, do all spiritual people just wear black with black headphones?
I know. I thought that when I first got on. I was like, this is so odd.
It's like, did you get the memo? All black today.
Yes, I'm subscribed to the
Next
list.
week will be angelic. Just wear white.
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
that's
must
funny.
wear all black, nothing else. Silver in your hair if you don't care.
Don't mess it up.
Don't
We're
mess
all
it up.
doing it at the same time.
That's right. It's not as good on Twitter Spaces because you can't see us.
No, I know. This is funny though. Yeah.
It's,
Not planned. Really not planned.
no, not at all. This, we almost got to talk to God, but I just wasn't trusting.
We're supposed to knock. It's not supposed to be he shoves in the link to us.
I think if it was real God, I'd be getting messages going, "It's him, it's him.
Yeah.
Give him the link. Move! Know your place, simpleton."
No. That was false light. Trying to hijack your space.
I think so. It would have been fun though, navigating it. I think. All
I don't
right,
know.
let's wave. Thank you, folks.
Thank you.
And we'll hopefully see you again in the future. And I promise we'll figure out what we're going to wear.